Hey guys, this is Hayden here, and I just want to let you know that you are good enough. So, most people go through their lives worrying about what other people think of them, what they should do, what things they are supposed to do, and all of these things cause a lot of stress, a lot of insecurities, a lot of things that we don't want in our lives, we don't want to have in our world. So, I recently have been able to move out of that paradigm. I'm still moving out of it, but I've realized that you don't need to be somebody that you're not. You don't need to appeal to other people in certain ways. You don't need to cater to the way that they view you, not the way that you view yourself. So it's important when you're trying to look for happiness and you're trying to look for spiritual growth or any kind of thing that you're looking for in your life to embrace yourself, to embrace like who you are as a person and not focus on what you are supposed to do, what what other people are expecting of you, things like that. Those things are not going to lead you down a path of success, a path of happiness, a path of growth within yourself, of self-understanding, of self-knowing. Those things are going to lead you in a direction that's going to lead to an unsatisfying life, an unsatisfying path, places that you don't want to go, that you can go if you'd like to explore, but they're ultimately dead ends and will make you realize that you should have just listened to who you are from the beginning instead of trying to be someone you're not. So what I want to talk about in this video is how to be yourself, how to connect with yourself, and how to let go of wanting to appeal to other people, appealing to other things that you should be or supposed to be and things like that. So one way to do this is to find a place where you feel safe expressing yourself, like who you are. So find like a creative outlet, something that gives you a place where you can be yourself and find like what is true for you, meaning like what feels like creative in a way that expresses who you are, and finding that authenticity. So it could be music, it could be art, it could be the way you dress yourself, something like that. Anything that shows sort of who you are and doesn't sort of conform to any other person's expectations of you. Number two would be, Number two could be just noticing noticing the thoughts that you have of what people think of you. So we have a tendency to be like, if I do this person will think that. So to notice when those come up and catch them so you don't get caught in that cycle of thought. So if you can catch that thought, then you can just move out of it and realize, hey, you know what, like it doesn't really matter what that person thinks. I can do something different. I can be myself. And you might not be able to let go of that thought construct right away, but if you're aware of it, you can start to move in a different direction instead of being stuck in that specific mindset, which can lead to more insecurity with other people. Number three would be to feel like confident in yourself. So knowing that like you are who you are and like sort of loving that aspect of yourself. So loving you, loving all that you are, accepting who you are, and knowing that like you are powerful. And unless like you allow yourself to be yourself, allow yourself to experience yourself at the raw, core, authentic self of you, you're not going to have the power and the joy and the happiness that you're looking for, and you're not going to be able to have an impact in the world that you're looking for because you're not bringing your medicine. Every person has like something special, some kind of gift, some kind of perspective or insight that they have. And when you're not allowing yourself to shine fully, you're not allowing those things to come out, and people won't be able to see those things. So a lot of times when we're in our true power. And this is something that I still struggle with for sure, because I've just recently started to move into my power and being okay with myself around other people, is that sometimes who we are rubs up against other people. So other people don't necessarily like who we are. There's some parts that they don't agree with, and that's okay. That's originally what put us in the shadow to begin with, but that's part of living. Not everybody's going to accept who we are. But if we don't allow ourselves to be that, then we're not going to be able to attract the things that we do want in our lives, the people that do like us for who we are. So we're putting out what we actually want instead of putting out a facade that will please people. And a lot of times the people that are resistant to who you are, they may be, when you're yourself and it makes them uncomfortable, you might be facilitating a process of healing for themselves. I mean, this is all speculation. You may be helping them remember who they are, and they're uncomfortable because they haven't come into their power. And sometimes, like I said, some people just don't get along, different energies. And that's totally okay. So there's lots of different reasons why people might not approve of who you are, but the most important thing is that you approve of who you are. And that's really where the power comes from, because nobody can tell you who you are supposed to be or what you're supposed to be. And, at the end of the day, it's your life, It's like you are living your life. At the end of your life, you leave this place by yourself. There might be people around you, but you're leaving on your own. And you came into this world on your own. We go through our journey on our own. We have people around us, but ultimately we make the choices in our life. People don't make choices for us. Even if some people would say differently, I think that at the end of the day, we all make our own choices. So sometimes choices aren't conscious, they're subconscious, but it's a choice regardless. So that's a deep one to unpack. But basically the message is be yourself. That's what your mom always told you to do, but it's harder than just saying like, oh, be yourself. It takes practice, That's something that we're conditioned not to be ourselves because of all the criticism and things like that we've had over the years. But start to notice when you judge yourself, find a creative outlet to sort of connect with that aspect of yourself. It doesn't have to be music or anything. It could be like sports. I don't know, whatever you feel like you are your most you, do that and do more of it to connect with that more. And just love yourself, accept who you are and shine that into the world. And hopefully you'll start to feel better about who you are and start to feel like you are finding more people that you like. At first you might you might change friends and stuff like that. As you start to become yourself more, you might realize that you don't really actually like the people that are around you. But, with time you might find the people or the community that you're vibing with. So, yep. I guess that's all I have to talk about that. If you have any questions, let me know below. You can leave comments or you can like the video if you liked it. And if you'd like to see more videos that I've made, then check out my channel, Informal Inquiry. And if you'd like to subscribe, feel free to do so. Click the notification bell to get notifications when I post. And as always, take time for yourself and seek your truth. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.